5A linebacker of the year, and actually wound up going to Chat State as a baseball player.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have, I mean, Red Bank football here is huge. I mean, it always has been, and that was an incredible year that year in 2000. Remember it snowed, during the game, and the game ended. The field was covered in snow, and it was an awesome year for Coach Weathers and Red Bank. And I went back. I've had friends that, back when one of the great teams, that Mike Kelly and a lot of those kids back then. You were saying, I think that Delford was the second all-time
leading tackler in Red Bank history.
I think behind Matt Kelly. Just an amazing athlete. Like I said, also an awesome baseball player, just a well-rounded and a great young man. This is the first year that I've met Delford, and I just has phenomenal personality. So
Yes.
These kids I just love him to death.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's a natural born leader, and people want to follow. He leads by example, which is exactly what a coach wants.
And it's great to have all the local talent that we have with guys, especially Red Bank. You know how that is. We have kids, Fat. Marquise Griffith from Brainerd High School was there. He wasn't at the same time as Damon, but he was there. And Fat was a phenomenal athlete. I remember when he played indoor ball. Just one of those guys that just can bring it at any moment. Just a playmaker, just a flat out playmaker. And we'll be getting into that. We'll have some of our players calling in. We're going to have some of the players on the show. We're going to get it to where everybody's familiar with who we've got on the roster before the season starts. So you'll recognize some of these young men. And we've also got some guys from out of town. Tell me a little bit about you guys from North Carolina.
Well, we have a tight end, and he's not from North Carolina. He lives around in that Copper Basin, Tennessee area. But Brad was a guy that played football for me when I had the Western Carolina Eagles. And, he had a large amount of success back in high school at Copper Basin High School, all region and all state. Wound up going to the University of Tennessee and played with Peyton Manning.
Wow.
And Brad's a great-looking guy. He's a great asset to the team. He's one of them guys that sees what we're trying to accomplish here and is willing to make that drop. We got a young man by the name of Steve Coleman, and he comes all the way from Andrews, North Carolina. Now, so I don't know if I've actually even told you this. Steve was a double and was one of the guys that took all the hits in the movie Remember the Titans. Steve went to training camp with the Kansas City Chiefs and as a wide receiver. And, eventually we get to meet Steve and let him tell you all about his story. He's got a great story. We have another guy, and he's got probably my favorite name in the world to say. Randy Wachacha.
Oh, I love Randy. Randy Wachacha. He's got the long hair going.
Long
He's got
hair,
the blood going. Just a super aggressive on the field. And Randy came in and played one game for us last year. I think the last game we played at Finley last year. Drove down, played, just had a great game. He's been driving down. That's been phenomenal. Now, Steve, you're talking about Steve Coleman. Steve Coleman actually went to Marietta High School, and as a quarterback broke Eric Dyer's record. Everybody around here remembers Eric Dyer from the University of Georgia, and that just shows you what kind of athlete he was. And when he went to University of Arkansas,
He was recruited as a quarterback.
But then
he got moved to wide receiver.
Okay. Yeah, he is just a flat out great athlete. And a guy like Brad, you talking about Brad Muse, the tight end that just came in this past week. And again, Brad is a veteran, and what you need, when you take the Greg Helms and Darius McDonald, the younger guys that we have, you have to have those veterans to sort of even it out, to have a great team, so you can put that product on the field. Now, I really don't expect to see Greg Hill and Darius probably after this year.